Well, from one stand-up bank young artist to another, and they officially became a theatre duo some 7 years ago. But Langa and Mahlatsi Mokgonyana have been co-creators since they met at the Market Theatre Laboratory. Their mission is to make work that has an immediate impact, yet also has an influence that will echo into the future. Well, the theatre-making duo is the force behind Tswalo, one of the most talked about productions of 2017-2018. The 2022 Stand-Up Bank Young Artist recipients in theatre is Mahlatsi Mokgonyana and Langa. They're in studio with us. Gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning.
Speak to us about that process. I'm always so curious about it because you know about the award. You get told that, you win the award, but you can't tell anybody for at least about, a couple of months before the official announcement where they invite the media. Speak to us about that process when they first call you to say, you guys are the ones for theatre.
Yeah, I guess the process even starts way back, where there is like a committee that comes together that's made up of industry professionals, veterans, and then they come together and then they sift through maybe hundreds of artists to look for the Stand-Up Bank Young Artists. And then it is through these discussions that they select the winners. And then when you get the call, you get it like 2 months or 3 months before. So the anticipation is there, for how will people respond, because you know it, but then I think also there's something about when people also receive the news with you that also amplifies the award in a way. So it is a shared experience with the people that follow your work and love you.
Yeah. Billy, talk to us about that. Obviously, we've just spoken about that call, but already I imagine your mind then forwards to, okay, what do we put now for Makanda? Do you know what I mean? Because I imagine that's the next process then to say, okay, what work are we putting together? Do we put our heads together because we've been working together as a duo?
Yeah. I mean, also for us, because we are a duo, and I'm normally on stage, Mahlatsi is normally directing. So also the masses are like, what's going to happen? Are you doing another one-hander? Is it a is it a two-hander? What kind of show are you doing? Also the pressure that comes with that, right? That there's an award and now you have to make something special. But I guess for the two of us, which is also a gift to have someone to share this moment with, that you can speak your thoughts and they can bounce back to you, that the reward is the award already. So there's no pressure. The gift is to be able to do the work with support. And I think that's where we are. We're also quite excited about the project that we're doing for Makanda and what's coming up. So I think it's going to be quite exciting.
Talk to us about how you guys met. How did this duo, partnership, brotherhood come about?
So I am at the Market Theatre Lab, I think it's 2012, 2011. And I'm studying. Mahlatsi is looking for a school.
Okay.
Young, excited, and I'm there to say this is the school, this is where you should come through.
Yes, come here.
Come here. Let's see what happens. And I think from that point we started communicating online and just being interested in each other's work, and a friendship kind of grew from that point, and a brotherhood to even that extent, right? That then the work becomes the end result of it. So it's like the work comes last.
Right.
So the friendship begins.
We started there. I want to talk about, Mahlatsi, about how you guys speak the same language, and how that translates into your work. Please touched a little bit on the friendship, but, overall as well, it's your love for theatre that combined you, that is almost the glue to this. Talk to us about that and the common goals that you have.
I think our point of departure always when we start our work is what kind of a story would we like to tell, and then what is in that story that we are passionate about. I mean, we are passionate about African indigenous knowledges, about language. We work a lot with language, whether be it ka Sepedi, whether be it ka Sekgowa. So we always strive to bring ourselves to the work that we make. So there is this drive to want to make something personal, but also something that could be received by a wider audience across the globe.
Yeah.
So I think that point of departure is always self, and then the kind of knowledge that we get from the things that we encounter in our lives, whether be it language or stories.
Yeah.
But then that is where the passion and drive comes from in making our work.
And I mean, we can't talk about your journey and without speaking about Tswalo,
Sure.
you know,
Yes.
and speak to us about the reaction to Tswalo and when it was born, you know, did you anticipate the reaction to it, you know, as well? It's so unexpected, but also expected. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yeah, totally. I mean, even for us, like in making the work, because it was quite a hybrid at that time, we didn't know what it was, what shape it was going to take, it was going to become. We're like, here's these young artists tarnishing their careers in the beginning. And comes out this magical thing.
Yes.
That I think also like really was an establishment of our careers. Because the work has grown so much, it has gone into spaces that we hadn't thought that it would go into. It has become a material of knowledge making. I think the genesis of it for us as well was to explore style and to explore language still again, and the ideas of beginnings. And the chaos in the world, also like touching on the political factors that are surrounding human beings. And Tswalo came about. And I think it's a gift to us as well. We find ourselves as the recipients of this gift. We always say that it is sometimes weird to even take the ownership of it.
Yeah.
It's almost like we were just here to be the vessels for it to happen, you know.
And I realized that it was during lockdown when we weren't exactly physically into the theaters and see how big it's become now. It's almost like it's developed a life of its own.
Sure.
Yeah, I think during COVID, because we also got a chance to also explore what it would look like as a digital kind of an offering. So I think that opened up the door to further investigate what this work could become beyond the stage. We have the book, we have the audio, we have the video collage, digital stuff there. So I think also there was something about COVID that also pushed us to open a new door for the work that also surprised us. But then after COVID, we then managed to see that this work is actually, like Billy says, it's almost become beyond us. But then we appreciate that we are able to come back so that we are able to respond immediately to the current, because Tswalo is that. It's about responding to the immediate kind of struggles that we have as a nation, globally as well.
Yeah.
So that really opened a lot of doors for us.
Yeah. So you are staging KKK at National Arts Festival. Tell us a little bit about that, and people who may not know what the production is about.
So the show is about this group of businessmen who are. It's touching on corruption and the idea of eating, so it's going to run in Makanda from the 30th up until the 2nd. And it's quite exciting. I mean, the things that we're finding in the room as well, because we're still making the work. And it was written by Jefferson Shabalala, who is also an alumni of the Standard Bank Young Artists 2020. So it's a beautiful collaboration as well, from his poetry and our physical interpretation of the work. So that collaboration is quite exciting. Also, the performance that we have in the room are just like beautifully talented people. and extracting like also the tragedy of where we are in the world at the moment, and touching. It's a protest piece of our time, which is also quite an exciting thing to be doing the work at the Market Theatre when it comes back. Just touching on the iconic history of what the Market Theatre has staged over time. And it's such a fascinating thing to be doing this in this time, at this moment. Yeah.
All right. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming. Congratulations again. Good luck for National Arts Festival. Those are the winners of the Standard Bank Young Artist Award for Theatre. The duo of Mahlatsi Mokgonyana, he's a theatre director, actor, as well as Langa, theatre director and actor, speaking to us about their passion and their collaboration. Somebody there said they're serial collaborators. Yeah.